How's it going, folks? So, Tales of Arken has released a new song here. The name of the song is Across the Skyline. A really cool song title. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the first song with their new lineup. They had a couple members leave and they got a couple new members in here with the band. So, I'm really excited to see how this goes and see, what they've been up to. So, without further ado, let's give this a listen, shall we? I think we're in for a good time regardless. Always fun stuff, and I love their videos, so I'm excited. Rangers, go. one thing I gotta say off the bat is that bass work in this song was nuts. I love you can even see him too, and his whole hand is just just going nuts. It's just sick. Really, really amazing bass work in this song. I loved it. I like the guitar work a lot too. You know that kind of melody. It goes. It's kind of heavy, and then it's a little bit more melodic and really interesting. And this song is in, Tales of Arken fashion, where it doesn't necessarily follow a standard blueprint or anything like that of a typical song. It kind of has its own feel, its own movement, and things like that. And, with that being said, I will say, because yeah, as y'all know, I'm always honest with you folks, this song didn't quite do it for me. It didn't quite reach the same levels as some of the other Tales of Arken songs I've listened to and checked out. And you know, as I was listening to this song, I was trying to figure out why. And again, they never really follow like a typical format, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You do what you want to do and how you're feeling it and this and that. It doesn't have to be cookie cutter or anything like that. But with that being said, I feel like this song, even though that tends to be their style, in some of the other songs and whatnot, there's still a kind of a thread that you can somewhat follow through the whole song, even though there's some ups and downs and some shifts and things like that. There's a feeling of cohesion, from beginning to end with the whole song. There's different movements throughout, but at the end of the day, you kind of are still getting, the whole picture. With this song here, I feel like I wasn't fully following the shifts and the changes, and so ultimately the whole song just felt a little bit jumbled to me. Yeah, you would kind of get back to that chorus, but even that chorus, I would say it wasn't like typically, you need to have something that is an anchor or whatnot for the song that really, even if folks get lost or overwhelmed in other parts of the song, it's good to have an anchor point to where they feel like they can resonate with that section. They understand that section and that they really like that section. And so every time you get back to that, they feel safe. And then they go on an adventure, through the rest, and then they feel safe again. Here, I feel like that chorus, yes, it kind of has a soaring quality to it and this and that, but it didn't quite grab me. It didn't quite resonate with me to the point where every time it came up, it was like, all right, here we go. Now we got this chorus or this section that, all right, I'm pumped. And it just didn't quite have that. It just kind of had a general kind of soaring kind of feel to it that didn't feel super unfamiliar, from other styles or other just kind of choruses and things like that. And then the whole rest of the song, it was just, it was a lot. This may be one of those songs you need to listen to multiple times, but one of the things I think that threw me off right off the bat was the verses. The verses, I feel like, are just a little sudden and a little too compact, because I feel like this song, it kind of has it's telling this kind of story, and a lot of the rest of the song kind of has a soaring quality to it, or a little bit more of a breathing room to it. But the verses are very, very compact, and you kind of just have the drums going boom, 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 and the lyrics being just as quick, and it's too quick and too compact to really kind of fully get on board with it. I feel like it's a lot right there, and then it kind of takes off from there. So it wasn't really a starting point to where you could really just like, I love that keyboard at the beginning too, and that's the thing. I was really kind of jiving with that melody, and then you kind of get that rapid succession of the verses right there, and then it goes from there. And you know, there were certain sections I liked a lot and all that stuff, but sometimes, you know, you can have really great sections, but you know, it doesn't fully, you know, what's that term they say is something is only equal to the sum of its parts, or something like that. I think y'all know what I'm trying to say, but you know, this song, it just, it felt a little too kind of, what's the word? Not necessarily experimental, but a little too just kind of laissez-faire with the movements and the shifts and things like that, to where I didn't quite get that cohesion, you know, throughout, you know, that I do it in some of the other songs. And again, this may be a song I need to listen to more than once, because I like the guitar a lot, I like the bass a lot, the drum work was great. You know, I love Eric's vocals, of course, and the new um, the like backup vocalist. You know, she's really good too. So I like everything that's in there, of course. But you know, this song, it just there was, I guess at the end of the day, there was never really kind of a core kind of anchor point to where it felt like this is like the heart of the song, and the rest kind of moves out of that, but then it comes back in, and then this and that. The whole song just kind of felt like it was just a collection of different shifts and movements and things like that. And then that chorus, it didn't quite have that capturing factor that maybe it would have needed to really kind of ground the rest of the song. So that's just my thoughts on it. You know, as always, folks, I'm always going to be 100% honest with you, no matter what. But I'm really excited that Tales of Arken is still going, because we had gotten word that they were going to maybe put a pause on the band, but it, you know, looks like they're you know, continuing to work on some material and stuff. So that's super exciting. But let me know, folks, in the comments down below, what do you think of this song? You know, am I dead wrong? Are you like, what are you thinking? And that's fine. Let me know in the comments. Tell me you're completely right. I disagree wholeheartedly. But what do you think of this song? For you, how does it compare to some of the band's previous outings? Let's talk about it in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all next time. Ranger, out.